Hi everyone, welcome to my vlog where we are diving into a fascinating history of language policies in the Philippines. So we will start in pre-colonial era to present, uncovering how language have shaped our identity, education, and nation. So let's start with pre-colonial era. So before colonization, the Philippines was vibrant tapestry of languages. Over 170 distinct languages flourished across the islands, all belonging to the Austronesian family. Language like Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Kapampangan were spoken in their respective regions. Oral traditions were the primary means of transmitting knowledge and history. The Baybayin script, while indigenous, was mostly used for inscriptions and short messages. Then the Spaniard came, so the pre-colonial period. So the arrival of the Spanish in 1521 marked a turning point. Spanish became the official language primarily used by the ruling class. So this linguistic divide created a social hierarchy where many Spanish words were integrated into local languages. The majority of Filipino continued to speak their indigenous languages. So education played a role in dissemination of the Spanish language, like the Catholic Church played a significant role by establishing schools and churches where Spanish was taught. The Doctrina Christiana, printed in 1593, was one of the first books in both Spanish and Tagalog. Examples of Spanish influence include words like mesa, bintana, and the adoption of the religious practices. Then the Americans arrived, so American colonial period. In 1898, the Americans arrived bringing with them a new language policy. English became the medium of instruction and the public education system was established. So English proficiency was seen as a key to modernization and economic advancement. However, this also led to a linguistic hierarchy, with English-speaking elites enjoying the better opportunities. English was seen as a tool for modernization and democratization, allowing Filipinos to participate in the global economy. However, it also created a linguistic divide between English-speaking elites and non-English-speaking populations. After that, there's Japanese occupation. So, the Japanese occupation in 1942 brought a temporary shift with Nihongo being promoted. However, the occupation was short-lived and Nihongo's influence on the linguistic landscape was limited. The Japanese influence did not have a lasting impact on the Philippine language landscape, but the experience reinforced the importance of linguistic autonomy and national identity. Next is post-war period and the 1973 Constitution. So, after the war, a nationalistic movement gained momentum. The 1973 Constitution declared Filipino based on Tagalog as a national language, fostering a sense of unity and identity. However, this sparked debates and resistance from non-Tagalog speaking regions. The declaration of Filipino as a national language was aimed at national unity. The bilingual education policy introduced in 1974 aimed to promote both Filipino and English to balance national identity and global competitiveness. Next is 1987 Constitution and contemporary programs. So the 1987 Constitution recognized the importance of regional languages and promoted their development. This led to the implementation of multilingual education programs. One of the most significant programs is the Mother Tongue-based multilingual education, in short MTB-MLE, which used the learner's first language as the medium of instruction in early grades. MTB-MLE programs have shown promising results in improving literacy rates and students' performance in regions where they have been effectively implemented. Technology is playing a crucial role in language preservation, with online dictionaries, language learning apps, and digital archives becoming a valuable tool. Last is future directions. So the future of language policy in the Philippines will depend on how we navigate globalization and technological advancement. We need to find ways to preserve our linguistic diversity while ensuring that Filipinos have the skill needed to thrive in the global economy. Technology can be a powerful tool for language preservation, but it requires investment and collaboration. From the rich pre-colonial languages to diverse dialects of today, the Philippines has a vibrant and complex linguistic history. The exploration of time reveals how language has defined both cultural traditions and educational standards along with national identity components. So language plays a dual role because we use it both in our study past to form our relationship with others. So, the ability of language exists throughout every discourse and narrative in every musical piece. So, moving forward to my career in education, I have received a profound inspiration from the discovery. Teaching at this moment requires seeking roles beyond information delivery because fostering cultural and language understanding among students shapes our national identity. So, as a future educator, my goal is to establish learning environments that give learners the ability to share who they truly are while promoting our multicultural legacy through language. But I know it won't be easy. Modern challenges concerning language conservation combined with global market forces challenges our efforts to defend linguistic equity. As for myself, I saw how the history changes the language of the Filipinos on how the words that we thought was Tagalog was actually from Spaniards, and the policies that was formed was very important for us, especially me that grew up from the Pampanga. I have a Kapampangan, so it shows how important the MTB-MLE in our for today's because it helps students to learn more in their mother tongue. So that's all for today. Thank you.